So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gianluca Masi speaking from the Virtual Telescope project in Italy, and we are, I would say, ready to share live this amazing cosmic hug. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gianluca Masi. I was just checking that the audio was coming fine, and I see it is coming. So, friends, I'm officially going to start this live feed. I had to check a few things also because I have really to respect all, all the things we have been asked to respect while facing the coronavirus emergency, and I'm of course working in I'm fully safe at home, but of course I wanted to take some precautions, and I'm just doing some final tests, and meantime, as you can see, Venus is already there with some of the best Pleiades stars while the sky is still clear. So I will start this officially now. So good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Gianluca Masi speaking from Rome, Virtual Telescope Project. I'm very pleased to welcome you on this live feed covering the amazing cosmic hug, as I call it, that is the very close conjunction between planet Venus, the bright planet Venus, and the amazing Pleiades star cluster. Actually, it is the planet transiting in front of the star cluster because the planet is incredibly closer than the star cluster. And this is one of the best things you can see up there. And this is why the virtual telescope is here to share this live, despite the hard times. And I would say that because of the hard times, because bringing to you the joy and the beauty of the sky is something, frankly, very useful in this very moment. Also, it just happens that we are celebrating Global Astronomy Month, as April has been called over the last 11 years, since Astronomers Without Borders, just taking care of the legacy of the International Year of Astronomy in 2009, is still bringing the wonders of the sky to everyone. And our motto, because I am part of this organization as National Coordinator for Italy, is One People, One Sky. And the beauty of the sky is perhaps the best chance we have to see that we are the same people under the same sky and sharing the same beauty. And this is an event part of Global Astronomy Month, and I want to thank my friends there, Andrew in particular and Zoe, for organizing this titanic thing. And please visit astronomerswithoutborders.org website to learn and see how many things are happening online, because of course we took into account the emergency and we want people to stay safe at home, and we will offer a lot of things online. And now I want to just ask my system to start taking images automatically, so that at least, even if I am talking a lot, you can still try to see new images from time to time. Okay, I am dressing gloves, so my manuality is not the best. And now I want to increase also the exposure time, because I see that the night is coming, and as you can see, the planet Venus is just shining as we really wanted in front of the Pleiades. The bright spot of light you see is of course Venus. While the stars are all around, the sky is still clear. We are just in the evening twilight, but I suspect that the best next image will be darker. I also try to adjust the imaging parameters, and then I will check also the camera to be sure that we are really fine-tuned. This is perhaps the most difficult live. I am on the top of my roof, literally, and I'm trying to share with you this very beautiful vision. Look how beautiful the planet is right now. Let me see if I can adjust the focus a bit. perhaps this is the best focus I can offer you right now, not this one. And now I will try to tell you a few things now that I'm sure that the setup is working correctly. As the night is starting just now, I could not adjust the imaging details earlier, but look here, while the sky is still clear, let me ask to put light day every 30 seconds, but I can also take another image right away. How beautiful the vision is now that the sky is getting darker and darker, my friends. I'm very happy that we are enjoying this in real time, no matter where you are on the planet. This is Venus transiting in front of the Pleiades star cluster. Venus, after the Sun and the full moon, is the brightest object you ever see in the sky, while the Pleiades star cluster are perhaps the most important open cluster we have up there. It is well known since the very ancient times. It has been observed by naked eye, because it is clearly a naked eye object. By the way, if you can see Venus, it just means that you have the right direction of the sky clear. So go there and try to enjoy this at night with your own eyes, and in case you use a little telescope or pair of binoculars, will be just great. Please note how the star numbers are increasing as the light around me is slowly fading, of course. I'm still hoping to adjust the focus a bit. Then I will also adjust the zoom to give you a larger coverage. How beautiful this show is. And I must say that it happens from time to time that Venus transits in front of the Pleiades, and this is actually repeating every 8 years. I remember 8 years ago, and we were celebrating Global Astronomy Month, by the way, this already happened, and I remember I could share a couple of images of this 8 years ago. Why every 8 years? Because in 8 years, okay, the Earth completes 8 trips around the Sun, and in the same time, 8 years, Venus completes 13 trips around the Sun, 13 orbits. So the ratio between the orbital period of Venus versus the orbital period of the Earth is 13/8. So every 8 years, both the Earth and Venus are in the same point of their orbit. So from the Earth, you look Venus against the same starry background. And this is why this is happening every 8 years. And I really love what we are seeing here. Let me try to adjust for the next shot. And I can say that Venus is about 1,000 times brighter than Pleiades. And as I told you, after the Sun and the Moon, Venus is the brightest natural object you can regularly see up there. And Pleiades are coming more and more while we are entering the Italian night, and we are celebrating the beauty of the cosmos, also thanks to Global Astronomy Month and the Virtual Telescope project. As I told you, this is not, the most comfortable live I have ever offered, so I apologize if something is not perfect, but really I am in a very uncomfortable position, just on the roof, safely on the roof, safely also against the emergency we are living, of course, but still not like sitting at my desk, but I'm happy that I can bring this beautiful thing to you, this beautiful experience, I hope, to everyone. Planet Venus is just transiting in front of the Pleiades. I call it this hand-hug after all. The stars of Pleiades are just hugging Venus, which is 90 millions of kilometers far away, while Pleiades are about 450 light years from us, so incredibly much more distant. Now that the sky is darker, if you don't mind, I just want to stop this sequence just to be sure that I am in the best focus possible. Something I need to do manually. I think that really have the best focus. So let's start imaging again, enjoying this unique, amazing show. How beautiful this is. Now I will put 1 second as exposure time, and I will leave this for a while, and you will see how the sky will be darker and darker as the twilight is dying, and of course we will see more stars. How beautiful it is, friends. Just to give you a nice effect, I just close a bit the lens, so the next exposure the diaphragm inside the lens will give you an impression of many rays coming out from Venus, which is perhaps quite scenic, but it is of course an optical effect. Look here, what I was telling you. I find this to be honestly very beautiful, friends. I've been waiting for this for months, and I planned this live feed early in January, and I could not imagine, of course, what was going to happen to the world. But as I told you, sharing this cosmic, eternal, timeless beauty is much more important now, as it is able to bring, the breadth of this wonderful panorama, and we belong to the universe, so we are seeing after all our own beauty, and for me this is truly important right now. And my friends at Astronomers Without Borders, organizers of Global Astronomy Month, share this point of view. Now I will put the wide lens at its maximum, the aperture, so more light and hopefully more stars, but we will lose the rays from the planet. But look how many stars we are actually seeing right now, friends, and I hope you are having fun with this together with other people around the globe. Of course, Pleiades is an ancient name coming from the Greek mythology, and it refers to the 7 sisters. They were the daughters of Atlante and Pleione. I love to use the Italian names for this, I apologize. And so we should expect to have 7 sisters, 7 stars, and perhaps by naked eye you can see 6, 7 of them, but of course as soon as you use a telescope you see they are hundreds, literally hundreds. But look friends, how beautiful the sight is right now. I am truly amazed by the view of this cluster. And I'm also happy with the image quality, so we are having a very nice focus. Now I will leave you seeing something. Okay, I adjusted the position, the crop here, and you see Venus and the stars there. Next shot you will see the stars and the Venus moving, slowly moving to the bottom right. Wait, new image coming, here it is, new image, here it is, and I will not touch, and I will leave this for the next one, and even more on the bottom right. Why this? Because we are on planet Earth, and planet Earth is spinning, it takes 1 day to complete one rotation, and of course while I'm using a camera and a lens on a fixed tripod, it is not tracking this apparent motion like a telescope does, for example. And this is a way to discover, as I love to say, the rotation of the Earth. Let me increase now the sensitivity of the camera, because I will stay with 800 ISO, 1 second exposure, and 2.8 of relative aperture for the rest of the evening, even if I want to take more images with a closer lens too, because I really like the star-like effect. Let me try to do this now. How beautiful, friends. I really like to share this with you. I'm happy that the sky is just perfect here in Rome. And you will see this in 8 years by now. Look how beautiful all this is, honestly. I honestly find this vision really amazing, breathtaking, to say the least. How beautiful is this, to share the cosmos live with you in this special hard time of our lives. We are really connected by this trouble, this suffering, of course, and we have to stay strong at home. And I think that just facing the beauty of the cosmos really helps a lot, and I'm happy I could do this safely from Rome for Global Astronomy Month. Next picture will be quite shaky, I think. Yes, because I was just taking care to adjust the camera manually. Okay. Let's see what will happen now. The next one. New image every 30 seconds. And here it is, I rotated the camera a bit. How beautiful is this, friends? Really, really beautiful. I really like this site, friends. With the sky still looking light blue, because it is not full night here. This is really something amazing. I adjusted again the camera. I invite you, by the way, to join the Virtual Telescope project on Facebook, just to stay tuned. And April 8th, we will share live the supermoon, the largest full moon of the year, again here online, again as part of Global Astronomy Month. How beautiful, friends, really, really. Just closer the diaphragm a bit. To offer you this nice star-like effect on the Venus. A new image is coming every 30 seconds, as I told you. I now increased the sensitivity of the camera. We should have a lighter background and a few more stars. How beautiful, really. I'm never tired to share all these things with you, my friends. If I just share with you the wall camera, you see this. Next shot, you can see many other stars all around. I moved the camera quite a lot while it was taking this posture. But the next image should be nice. How beautiful it is. How beautiful, sharing the Venus Pleiades hug, cosmic hug, hopefully bringing us some joy thanks to its extremely intense beauty. The image is coming. While I'm here sharing with you, of course, I am enjoying, like you, the site, and I hope that technology is really helping to bring to you the flavor of this really amazing experience, friends. Happy you are enjoying. I love the site, really, and hope that you are enjoying it too. Image after image, we are just sliding into the night while the pale moonlight all around is now casting shadows. And I'm very happy that I succeeded in this, sharing with you. How beautiful this is. Lower sensitivity, darker background, of course. I truly love what we are seeing here, friends, together. And As I told you, this event is coming back every 8 years, even if there are little differences because of course it is not like a clock, but 8 years is a nice base to wait for the next hug between Pleiades and Venus. As I told you, planet Venus is about 1000 times brighter than the brightest stars in the Pleiades. And the difference in brightness is a bit larger than the difference between the brightest star, Sirius, and the faintest star you can see by naked eye. Just to give you an idea what we are saying here, friends. I will be live for about 10 minutes more. I cannot stay longer, unfortunately, because as I told you, I'm not in the most comfortable position. But I still hope that you are having fun with this site. Making your presence here worth for your time. So friends, I think I will end now because there is also some very cold wind, and I want to stay sick, of course, but I still wanted to share with you this very special thing. It was a privilege for me, Gianluca Massi, Virtual Telescope Project in Italy, to share live this cosmic hug between Venus, planet Venus, and Pleiades star cluster, and doing this while we are celebrating Global Astronomy Month, and this event is part of that celebration. Is a particular joy, and it adds a special meaning in this very hard time, where I think it is much more important to reach people with the clear evidence, the clear emotion of the beautiful cosmos where we live than in other times. It is always precious, always important, but I really think that doing this right now can really add something and can really help, because we see there is such a huge beauty all around, and from there we take inspiration to win this very hard endeavor we are facing all together. So friends, I was happy that despite the hard times I could keep this event scheduled. When I planned this, we were not in the pandemic, of course, but I arranged things to do this from home, and I hope that you had something rewarding from the Virtual Telescope Project. That's all, and I really hope that we'll enjoy our future events for Global Astronomy Month and also the other events scheduled there at Astronomers Without Borders. I suggest you to visit astronomerswithoutborders.org website and the virtualtelescope.au website too. Thank you very much, and stay safe and keep looking at the stars, and you will take a lot of joy from the experience. Goodbye, good evening.